Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Wednesday and let's get right into the charts as we do have some very interesting things to cover. Firstly, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin finally broke that resistance, as you can see the value area high, but right now the question is it gonna hold? Can the Bitcoin bulls and the market makers hold this level in particular right here, or we are going to get rejected at the 200 EMA, which as you can see on the 4-hourly has been getting front ran ever since back in January. Basically the month of January we fell below that 200 EMA right here on the 4-hourly, and ever since then we have failed to hit this level. Now the weekly, as you can see, is very oversold and we are finally getting that squeeze that we are talking about. So as you can see right here, it has never been this oversold in history. The last time it was this oversold we were back in June 2022 during the bear market bottom, almost right here. This was actually after the FTX crashed the bear market bottom, but still you can see after such an oversold RSI momentum wave we got like a 36% of relief correction, and if we measure from the bottom right here around 36%, this is gonna take us just around 81k, but I don't think that 81k could be possible. We might get a smaller relief like the one that we got right here, which was just around 19%, which if we measure right now we are basically having this relief. So if we add like another almost 10%, you could see this is gonna take us to just about 76k, or the yearly S1, which is in my opinion gonna get tested as resistance, and basically this will be from the bottom right here almost a 30% of relief correction, or 16.3k in price change, which is basically my target for the most bullish case. Of course, the most bullish case is gonna be a retest of this level right here, so basically around 79 to 80k, because if we flip above this level it is gonna be considered that Bitcoin is basically back in this range right here. And of course, when being back in this range we can consider, of course, the all-time high is a possibility, but not for now. I don't think that this is gonna be the case, but for the short term, you can see on the daily time frame, these are our monthly pivots. We are currently breaking through the Monday high. Now don't get me wrong guys, we could just go up towards like 72.2 or maybe even like 73k and do something like so. We could get a swing failure pattern of this high right here, and Bitcoin might not even have the chance to go higher. But the monthly R1 sitting at 76k is potentially gonna be the bear buster. All of the shorts, if we get up to this target, are gonna be stopped out and liquidated from the market. Of course, if we look at the open interest right now, you can see yesterday we had a lot of open interest come in, then we had the open interest kind of flush out, and right now we are having open interest come into the market again, which of course leads to the possibility of the of this leverage that has been entering the market right here getting stopped out again. But if we look at the liquidation heat map, you can see we still left some of this liquidity around 72k, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You can see just shy of 72.2 or 72.5k is exactly this high right here, which is which we have set back in the beginning of February. This is on 8th of February, as you can see right here, And basically, as I said, we are potentially gonna do something like this, because you have to look, we are still in a range. And as I said, we have gone below the range. Right now we are above the range, and then we could potentially continue playing in this range for quite a bit of time. It is, in my opinion, still too early to be breaking out of this range. You could see for how long this range got traded in before we eventually broke down, and you can see how short this range is compared to the one last time that we had that sharp pullback to the 80Ks. And this time basically we had the sharp pullback to the 60Ks, and so you could see if we measure until we broke down, this range has been going on for around 59 days. And if we measure from the lows, this range has been going on just for around 26 days. So if we measure 59 days, this is gonna take us basically by the end of this month and the beginning of April. And as you know, the last year April was a very bad month for the stock market and for crypto. This was the last month of April where we had this tariff crash that you can see right here, which we also had during the stock market. So it is looking very similar, this topping pattern right here with this current range that we have right now. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if history repeats. I do think that it could repeat, but maybe we won't get such a sharp sell-off. We may just go down and from here to retest the previous all-time high, which is gonna be just around 12% of correction. I do think that this is possible. Now, as for Ethereum still remaining below the monthly pivot, and basically we're still range bound. I do think that maybe we could see a squeeze to maybe like 2300 to this monthly R1 and also the 50 EMA, but still I do believe that we are not going to be getting out of this range anytime soon, be that either for Bitcoin and for Ethereum as well. If we get up to here, I'm gonna be looking for some nice long-term short positions, but maybe if we fail to close above this high right here, then I'm gonna be looking for short positions even earlier. Basically, we could, as I said, go up to the weekly R3 and then we start pushing back again down. So this is going to be the key level in particular. Fear and Greed Index still in that extreme field despite Bitcoin getting back above 70k. Spot ETFs, we had 2 days in a row of almost 600 million of institutional inflows for the spot ETFs, which is quite nice to see. And this is also, in my opinion, why we are seeing those move towards the upside. Long versus shorts ratio, of course, we have a lot more bias, as you can see on the major exchanges, which is exactly what this open interest right here is telling us. Of course, we also have a bullish delta, which is that CVD line right here, which is also pretty nice to see. We do have some news coming out today in about a couple of hours. We do have US PMI and we do have unemployments tomorrow, and on Friday we do have hourly earnings, so it's gonna be very interesting remaining of this week. And I do think that this covers it for today, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.